Hi, my name is Lucas Scaliri, and today I am recording part C of the group report assignment. My contributions to the group report were that I explained the negative effects of COVID on WestJet. I explained how people were negatively affected, the employees, how they were negatively affected through the pandemic, especially WestJet employees. I helped team members pick their companies and also provided them with research of my own to help them with their research. I'm the one who wrote the 700-word document on how WestJet was affected by COVID, and I provided solutions to help employees that worked at WestJet to cope with the pandemic. I gathered research by searching for news broadcasting websites because they provided the exact statistics of how many employees, what percent of employees, WestJet employees, got laid off. The key findings that I made were that the employees of WestJet suffered a great amount. They were laid off by the masses, by like high percentages, and in a short period of time, so they did not have time to adapt. Another finding was that WestJet needed financial help through the government because of how bad their loss was. They were making no profit. And I realized WestJet needed to change their flight rules because of social distancing. They couldn't fully pack their flights, and they needed to up the levels of their sanitation. Keep passengers safe from COVID, of course. For part B, I'll be using the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and I will also be explaining how COVID has affected each stage of this hierarchy. Now, for the first stage, obviously, starting at the bottom, psychological needs were affected. This was because people got laid off, there was job loss and income reduction, and this hindered their ability to afford food, housing, and healthcare, which are psychological needs. Safety needs were affected because people were worried that they would contract COVID. They didn't feel safe, and they stayed isolated. And obviously, financial and job security were completely affected because of course, loss of job. The social need was affected because obviously, there was social distancing, isolation, and lockdowns, and people couldn't be as social as they used to before the pandemic. They had to stay isolated. Esteem needs were affected because people lost everything. They lost their jobs. People was going through tough times with their family, and their esteem completely dropped because of it. Also due to isolation. And lastly, self-actualization. COVID affected self-actualization because people were constantly isolated. They didn't know what goals to pursue because they couldn't do anything but stay at home alone. It hindered their pursuit of their personal goals. For part C, the method I recommended was for employees, especially the ones that worked for WestJet. I recommended the SMART goals analysis: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, and benefits. Now, the reason I recommended this because it can provide motivation when completing a SMART goal. Setting and achieving SMART goals can boost morale and motivation. It can provide clarity. SMART goals provide clarity on what needs to be done, how successful they can be. They can measure and their goals and reduce confusion and stress. They can learn to adapt through applying SMART goals. And adaptation is everything, especially for the employees at WestJet that lost their jobs so suddenly. And another thing I would recommend is for employees to motivate employees or create a motivational environment is incentives. Incentives like bonuses, salary increases, stock options. These are all great options to motivate employees to work harder and do better at their jobs. Because who doesn't want more money? And that will be it today. Thank you for listening into my video of part C for the group report assignment. My name is Lucas Scaliri. Thank you.